Hello everyone, this is Konkura speaking, and there's something that I already wanted to show you last week, but I just didn't find the time. Today is the 19th January 2026, and on the 13th January, so almost 1 week ago, our Japanese teacher at the evening school gave us these cards for learning hiragana. If you learn Japanese language, you obviously know this hiragana chart. And, it is, of course, very helpful for starters, but why don't you just try to create this hiragana chart yourself? So, our teacher actually gave us these cards that she made herself, and it was then our task to create the first 5 lines of the hiragana chart ourselves. And we were even allowed to keep those cards, and we can now use them for self study. So, of course, those are just the first 5 lines, but it already helps a lot to get familiar with the hiragana. So, you just learn how to construct the hiragana chart, and in this way you also learn how to read those hiragana. And you can also, of course, use those kinds of cards to form your first words. You could already create a few words. For example, you could have su and shi, which makes sushi. Of course, you would have to turn it the other way around, but I don't want to destroy the chart now because I've just created it. And you can also, for example, you can make I and Nu for Inu, which means dog. You can create your first simple Japanese words with those cards. And of course, you can also create those cards yourself, obviously. And in this way, also practice your own handwriting. And I think this is a great idea, and that is why I wanted to share this with you, because this is an excellent idea. And I wonder actually why I haven't had this idea myself before our Japanese teacher gave us those cards. I don't think that she will give us the other for the other hiragana. I don't think that she will give us those kinds of cards, but I'm thinking about creating those kinds of cards myself. For the other hiragana and also for those hiragana again, because obviously she was just using some thin paper and it's already a bit, you know, it's not for a long term, but for beginners, for learning hiragana, at least the first few lines, it's already very good. And then of course you can construct your own hiragana chart, and you just train again and again every day until you may be able to construct the entire hiragana chart, um, as you normally get it. um, so this is just what I wanted to show you. There will be more videos, of course, from me in the future. And yeah, I think this is a very nice idea, at least for Japanese beginners, of course, that need to learn the hiragana first, because, I have to learn hiragana quite quickly, because in the next class in April this year, we will already start to learn katakana. So yeah, there's still a long way to go for me to learn Japanese really well. But of course, I just had 2 classes. Tomorrow I have my third one, so this is far from over. But yeah, I hope those kinds of cards can give you a nice idea. So you maybe want to create them yourself. And of course, you can do the same with katakana. I think with kanji it's impossible, because those are Chinese characters actually, and I don't think that they have such a chart for that, because those are different. But with hiragana and katakana, you can do this. And yeah, that's just what I want to share with you. Maybe this gives you an idea to make this yourself and train yourself with using your own hiragana cards. Again, those have been given to me by my Japanese teacher in the evening school that I'm visiting. But yeah, I think I will create those in the future for myself, especially maybe with some better cards. For example, those kinds of cards here that I'm using. Actually, I want to introduce them in another video and tell you how to create your own flashcards. Um, I think I will make a video about those in the next few days. But yeah, this is what I just wanted to show you now. And yeah, I hope this gives you a nice idea. And again, you can also create your own words of that. For example, we can also create this one, ne, and you use ko. You have neko, which means cat. And this, of course, reminds me of my Maneki Neko. Yeah, the geisha that I have introduced in my last video is the one that makes all the sounds here. So yeah, this one is just I've had a double toe. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I just had a double one. I didn't figure that out before I was already back home last week. So yeah. Anyway, this is I think a good idea, and yeah, I hope you can use this maybe for yourself. Put those together back in place so that you can see it one last time. Of course, that's not needed because you could just rewind the video, but you know how it works. So, yeah, stay tuned for more videos from me to come. Next video will definitely be about creating your own flashcards, which will also just be a short video of mine. And yeah, I hope this gives you a nice idea. As you can see, those are just the first 5 lines. I still have a long way to go, but actually we have already learned a few more hiragana already. Most we have to learn while doing homework, but actually it's almost half of them, I think, that we have had already learned so far in just 2 classes. Well. Anyway, stay tuned for more in the next few days, and let's see what will happen tomorrow in my next Japanese class. Maybe I receive a few new ideas from my Japanese teacher about how to learn Japanese, and especially for starters, hiragana better. And a word of caution, if you maybe do not have a teacher and you do not go to school, but you learn Japanese yourself, remember, learning hiragana first is the top priority for any Japanese learner. Don't learn the katakana yet before you have not mastered the hiragana, okay? Just that you know, because everybody says that this is very important. And now, after I have already survived my first 2 classes of Japanese, I figured out that, yeah, learning hiragana first is vital. And of course, not just learn how to read them, but also how to write them. This is very important. Um, you can also use AI for help in that. For example, Google's Gemini AI. I have asked her already about that. I mean, because I gave her a female voice, so that's why I say her. For me, it's a she. So, she also gave me plenty of nice tips how to learn hiragana pretty well. But I also have a Japanese friend that I'm in contact with via email. Thank you very much, Sayaka, if you see this video, because she is a good teacher as well. She gave me so many nice tips already. And yeah, anyway, this video is already almost 10 minutes long, so I'm stopping this here now, and I hope that you have now a nice idea how to learn hiragana yourself if you're a Japanese beginner just as I am, and see you next time.